On today's show, I think I've cracked the TikTok code if you're trying to win at being a musician on there. Are you interested? Do you want to find out how? Of course you do.
This is 15 minutes music marketing, and we're going to find out.
Welcome to 15-Minute Music Marketing, the show for independent artists and DIY musicians who want to get better at marketing their music.
Hi, I'm Greg.
Hello, I'm Sheldon, and this is 15-Minute Music Marketing, the show for musicians who haven't got a lot of time but want to expertly market their music. And there's no better place, Greg, to do that
Than right here
and also on TikTok. However, TikTok is a bit of a tough nut to crack if you're a musician.
So, after many years of being against TikTok...
I've only been on it less than 18 months, come on.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you're still using it.
And now I think I've cracked the code because a couple of weeks back, I had 1 week where I did 3 TikToks, and collectively they got about 2.5 million
Is this like the Da Vinci Code?
It could well be. I think one of the reasons why music doesn't perform particularly well on TikTok is that TikTok is a very random platform in terms of the things that the platform will serve you on your FYP, your For You page. It could be, again, depending on your personal preferences, people falling over drunk. Air fryers are very popular. Well, they are with me.
Fryers.
I watch a lot of air fryer videos and cookery videos. You know, stunts, people falling over, and then all of a sudden you get some music in your feed from a person you've never heard of before, and it's almost disorientating the way that TikTok serves people random content that doesn't necessarily fit nicely together in a sequence. And I think what musicians have to do is they have to get into the mindset of the person who's actually using the platform. And the mindset of the person on somebody who's on TikTok and who has encountered a piece of music from an artist they've never heard of before is, number one, what is this? And number two, what has this got to do with me? So your job as the person who's the content creator is to have to contextualize the song and address one of those 2 points, as in what is this and what it's got to do with me. So let's go on.
Before we kind of go any further at the moment, based on... Although this whole premise of today's 15-minute music marketing is for people to use TikTok for their own music, how much new music have you discovered via TikTok that you would not have otherwise discovered?
Quite a few.
And what's the standard?
Well, the standard is variable, but I think the algorithm does tend to show me things which are of a reasonably good quality. I think that if the music isn't good or the content surrounding the music isn't good, then it never reaches most people anyway. A lot of musicians out there who'll be watching or listening to this will go, oh, well, my music tends to get stuck on maybe a couple of hundred or maybe a couple of low thousand sort of views. And I think with a couple of tips that I'm about to give them, hopefully we can get them out of that. So it's a case of...
Sorry, just one other quick question.
Carry on.
Okay, right. So, I know. Right, the question is this. Right, let's start with the numbers.
Okay.
So, what figures are you getting? Viewing figures.
One of them got about 1.2 million in total now. One got, I think, just maybe 900,000, and one got sort of 500,000.
Okay.
That's the current sort of total, because obviously this was a couple of weeks back, but those were the I did a 7-day count thing.
So you're looking at over 2 million views.
Yes,
from 3 videos.
For 3 videos, for 3 pieces of content.
Can't really sniff at that, can you?
You can't. So let's.
So come on then, give us the code.
Concentrate on the what's this got to do with me, and I sort of realised that if you go to a live gig, the lead singer of whatever, or the artist in question, before they play a song, they describe and contextualise it as part of their sort of normal sort of stage patter. So you go to a gig and you'll the person on the mic will be going, this next song is for lovers. Have we got any lovers in the audience? And then people go, woo, and then go, and it may well be that, okay, this song's all about a relationship that started off well and didn't go as well as you'd expected, and
I think
then
we've all been there.
and then you end up hating the other person, or something along those lines. But that preamble, that patter, perfectly contextualizes and gets people in the audience primed. It's almost like a call and response sort of thing, as if to say, right, I'm specifically describing what this song is going to be and about, and if this song, if you can identify with the topics and the themes within this song, listen up. So it's trying to do that via means of perhaps the heading that's associated with the video. All videos should have a heading to try and contextualize and describe what people are about to watch. It could well be that the themes within the song are going to be explored, and people will read it step by step once they get to read the lyrics.
So you're saying initially the point of relatability is important.
Yes. So if you'd written a song, Greg, about a relationship breakup, not that you ever would, of course, because all your relationships,
I wouldn't give them that
those
satisfaction.
headlines could be going through a tough breakup. Let this song speak to your soul. Feeling lost and alone after a relationship ends. You're not alone. Or it could well be, are you struggling to move on from a broken relationship? ? This song understands. So again, not everybody is going to necessarily agree with the sentiment behind that, but as we've found with Adele, we often talk about Adele on this particular program. Her songs strike a chord and resonate with a lot of people. But this is it. You almost got to set your stall out very quickly via your heading before everything sort of plays, and that's going to prime and ready a lot of your audience to take in what you're about to tell them.
Because I guess you're giving them an idea of the content before they've actually heard it, and if it's relatable.
Yeah, so what you're saying is, you don't know it yet, but this song is either for you or about you, and in trying to do that, I think you like I say, you're readying a good proportion, hopefully, of the audience, rather than just ploughing on.
Sure, that makes sense.
Okay. Now, in fact, the biggest out of those 3 videos that I was talking about, which has now got 1.2 million views, my song was about stealing from work, and the heading wasn't actually a generated heading. It was actually a news article that I'd clipped from a website, which basically said that due to the cost of living crisis, more and more people were stealing from work.
Right.
And I didn't necessarily say, is this you? And then what then happened is...
sounds like Crime Watch.
It does sound like Crime Watch. The lyrics of the video then went on to, explore possible scenarios from that. And everybody, that resonated with a lot of people, either for or against. And people naturally felt as though they wanted to start a conversation in the comments. And indeed, there were lots of arguments from several people saying, this is a good thing, this is a bad thing, this is a good thing.
Okay, so you introduced a topic of conversation that people could relate to and express a feeling and maybe not an emotion, but a thought.
A thought.
Right. Okay.
But again, so it's trying to find the connections between your songs and your song materials and the audience, and trying to, like I say, prime the audience and tell them that that there are conversations here, there are connection points here. It's making that quite obvious on screen. And one thing I will say is that don't necessarily think if you've got like a 3-minute song, you're only ever going to post one particular section of a song. I've had the same section of different sections of the same songs. Once had like 1 million views, once had sort of 600,000 views. So you could try different sections of the song with different sort of headings, those sorts of things, and
so you coming back to the old recycle as much of your material as possible.
Yes, don't think of a song as one particular TikTok. Think of it as one larger piece of content which you can break up into much smaller.
Because I guess you're breaking it down almost line for line, aren't you?
if necessary,
Or
could do.
reverse kind of thing.
Yes. So in summary, Greg, I would say yes. Success is reliant upon good music.
Yep.
Again, good is subjective, but something that hopefully somebody would like
Yep.
and appreciate.
Okay.
But using text on your TikTok, you've got to describe, you've got to contextualize.
So is the text thing an additional thing now to a good heading that people can relate to?
Well, the text could either be the heading, it could be the lyrics of the song, or a combination of both of those. So describe, contextualize, and explain the relevancy of the music in your video. Hopefully, you will stand a better chance of getting those views.
Right. Okay. I need to choose the right button on here.
Will you edit that out, Greg?
No, because I want people to know.
It's all live.
I want people to know. Ultimately, we are using technology to streamline and improve and speed up our process, so we can give the viewers and listeners more content.
Hopefully, we'll be going weekly once Greg irons out all his busy sort of
thanks.
schedule.
So is that the point of today's 15? Are you going to expand upon it, or is that it?
No, that's it.
Right, okay.
15. Come on, 15
Yeah,
minutes,
that's what I thought. I wasn't entirely sure. You didn't give me the notes.
No. I wanted you to ride solo, bareback, whatever you want to call it.
So,
what I would suggest is give that a try. Figure out how you can necessarily do that with your future TikTok content, and let us know how you get on.
So, would you suggest this could work with people just singing covers?
I think. Well, it doesn't. It could be a music promo performance. It could be some sort of live on stage performance. It should work with everything.
Okay.
He says.
So, what's your next? Where are you going now? What will be the next thing?
Generally, if you found a winning formula, what you do is you rinse and repeat. And with your best performing videos, you then spend a little bit of money on some ad spend to do some spark ads. Because if you've got something that you know works with an audience, then you'd be foolish not to put a little bit of accelerant on that particular content. So you know it resonates with people. So artificially, I won't say inflate the views, but artificially increase that reach. And people who see it in a paid fashion will comment, and that will mean that organically it goes out even further.
So that is today's 15-minute music marketing.
Give it a try.
Yeah, please write back in the comments. Let us know. Have you tried this before? If you have, did it work? Didn't it work? And let us know why you think that might be. And any final words for today's 15-minute music marketing?
All I will say is like, comment, subscribe, share this video / audio podcast with your fellow musicians, and we will see you on the next episode.
Before we do go
on.
Can we include a link to the video so they can see an example of what you've done?
I will put that in the show notes. Well done, Greg.
So at least that way, validation of the figures he's talking about, but you can see exactly.
I ain't lying.
How he did it, and also, basically repeat what he did, and you can get millions of views on your
fingers crossed
TikTok video. So thank you for watching, and until the next time, see you then.
Take care.